Welcome back, SethBling here, and it's time for another snapshot review. This time we're on 13W16A. This is the first snapshot for the 1.6 update, and as you can see, we've got horses. We finally added them to the game. I know people are requesting them for a long time. This one has been tamed. I've got a saddle on it, so I can actually hop on. With a tamed horse, it doesn't move around unless I command it to, but I can just use the normal movement keys forward. I can strafe left and right. Back up. I can also jump by holding down space and allowing that jump meter to charge up. So you can kind of do like equestrian jumping by using that. And the amount you let it charge up to, controls how much it jumps. For some reason, you don't right click to dismount. You use left shift, and it only says that when you get on the horse. So my first time I got on the horse, I just had no idea how to dismount because I missed that little press L shift to dismount thing. But yeah, so very, very cool. And they go very fast too. Different horses have different speeds, different jump heights. You can see this horse has 12 hearts rather than the normal 10. They have different amounts. So they kind of get different properties when they spawn. And I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing you can breed them and maybe breed certain properties into them too. If you want to stop the horse from going off wherever, you can leash him up. And okay, so there's also donkeys. I think they're kind of a rarer spawn. I don't know. I think you might be able to, mate donkeys with horses, get mules. I'm not really sure. But so we have this donkey, or maybe this is a mule. I don't know. It looks kind of like a donkey to me. I right clicked on him with the chest once I tamed him, and he's got this chest in his hindquarters here. You can't actually use it yet. I guess the feature's unfinished, so but that'll be really, really cool because this donkey actually, you can, I saddled it, and he actually moves pretty fast too. So that's a really, really cool way to be able to move around with a bunch of supplies if that works. This also has 13 health. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff around breeding these animals and using them. They're certainly going to change a lot about survival Minecraft. So really cool stuff. So the way the horses work, I can spawn some new horses. There's a spawn egg for that, of course. You can see the horse here. Now you can right click on it with wheat to feed it. You'll notice the mouth opens, and that indicates that he's eating the wheat. Not the greatest eating animation. He also has that grazing animation where he'll put his head down to the ground. Yeah, you'll see that horse over there. He just did that. Yeah. So I did look at the data, and for some reason when you feed a horse, it also increases its temper. I'm not really sure why that is. It also does some other stuff. I think it might increase certain stats. You can spawn baby horses or foals, and you can make them grow by feeding them wheat. Now, it's not tame yet. If I right click on the horse though, I can actually hop on, but it's probably going to throw me off. Yeah, you can see there, it threw me off, and did it again. Eventually, it's going to learn to love me. Hopefully. That's all I ever wanted. Come on, buddy. I know we can do this. He threw me off again. Maybe this horse is not for me. It will eventually work, though. There we go. So now... Oh, no. Oh, no, not the lava. Not the lava. No! So now he's tamed. I can put a saddle on him and ride him away from the lava. They're going to graze around. Yeah, I press L shift to dismount. They're going to graze around on their own unless you tie them up to a fence post. You can put armor on. So there's 3 different types of armor. Let me go into creative mode. Let's see. Yeah. So there's 3 different types of horse armor here. Iron, gold, and diamond. And I'm not sure that there's crafting recipes for those. You can put those on the horse, and by the way, if you don't put a saddle on a tamed horse, you can still get on his back, but you can't control it. But yeah, you can put the armor on the horse. Let's grab some diamond armor and just toss it on. And I assume that prevents damage to the horse, but I haven't actually tested how much damage it prevents or anything like that. But yeah, this is just some really cool stuff. Actually, you'll notice, there's no There's no health or... Okay, so interesting. So when you're in creative mode riding a horse, I guess maybe the horse is invincible? I'm just learning about this right now. Let's try riding into lava. Is this a good idea? Nope, horse is not invincible. Ah, what have I done? I'm so sorry. Well, when he gets done being on fire, this is disconcerting. Oh no, he died. Okay. And for some reason I got a pig saddle back rather than a horse saddle. It's a different item, so I guess that's probably a bug, because they were probably originally going to use pig saddles for that, or maybe they're switching over to use pig saddles. I personally think they should use the same saddle for both horses and pigs, but we'll see what happens there. So yeah, I guess it just doesn't display their health bar in creative mode. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of stuff, I'm sure, being added to horses. You know, the chests on the mules don't work yet, and anyway, so but that's a really, really cool feature, and there's going to be a lot to that, and I'm sure people are going to figure out how to breed them and everything. That should be really cool. Let's see, there are some other new features in the snapshot. There's a hay bale. Oops, that's right, I don't think it has a name yet. I just have to scroll down to it, or maybe it's in one of the menus here. Yeah, hay bale. So here we are. Yeah, it doesn't have a name yet, so I don't think it has a crafting recipe either. You can place it just like you do logs. So yeah, you can build with that. I think horses interact with hay bales somehow. I mean, you can feed them hay bales rather than feeding them wheat. So if I go into survival mode, right click, the hay bale goes away, and the horse liked it. But I'm not really sure how that's different than feeding it wheat. I would imagine that a hay bale is just going to be made out of a block of wheat, but the crafting recipe doesn't appear to be in yet. So there's that. That's just a decorative block for now, although I guess horses interact with it somehow. Let's see, there's carpet, which is a nice... Let me go back into creative mode. Carpet, which is a really nice decorative block. And so you can put the carpet down here. It doesn't have a hitbox, so you kind of walk through it like snow. You don't raise your altitude by a 1/16 of a meter or anything. And so that's mostly decorative, although there is one cool thing about it, and I have a sample over here. It actually interacts with pistons. So, and sticky pistons could even pull them. So that could actually be really cool, because it's another block like fence gates that can have no hitbox, even though you can be pushed around by pistons. I'm actually kind of curious. What if I put sand on there? Let's experiment. If the sand starts out on top of it, it's fine. If it falls in, it breaks. So there's that too. Anyway, there's carpet, and you could probably use that for some actual uses with pistons, where you want a block to be pushed around, but you don't want a hitbox on that block, so that you can have a player in there or whatever. Pretty cool. There are some other changes. Let's see. Oh, there's one more I want to show you, and then I'll just mention. There is a new launcher, by the way. So you download a new Minecraft exe. Let's see. And okay, so I have this respiration helmet. So if I hop down into this water here, it's dark. It's really hard to see. You probably can't see much of anything on YouTube. If I put on this Respiration 3 helmet, you can actually see pretty much as if it was, you were outside. It's still dark everywhere, except for where the glowstone is. But you can, actually see stuff. And I imagine in an actual world, not a creative sandstone world like this, it would actually really help being able to see all the different stuff. Maybe there's, caves or something on the floor of the ocean. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And I'm going to be wearing a Respiration 3 helmet around in creative. Actually, I might even see if there's a higher enchantment that'll allow me to see even better. But I think this is actually just about as good as you can see in water. Because, yeah, I'm not sure that you could see any better. It's just dark down there. Okay, and then the last thing I want to mention is there are some changes to difficulty, apparently. I haven't tested them at all, but apparently the longer you stay in an area, the more difficult the mob spawns will get. So you'll get harder enchantments on the mobs, higher level enchantments on the mobs. They'll get different properties. There are some changes to the MBT tags on mobs, and I'm going to be investigating those but there are like attributes that the mobs can have so that they get better health. And that's what we were seeing with these horses, where some of the horses get 11 health, the donkey gets 13. So mobs can now have spawn with different amounts of health and stuff, and I think that's related to the difficulty changes. But again, this is just a preliminary snapshot video, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But yeah, we'll be seeing more of that, I'm sure, and that feature will be changing as we go on. But really excited for these horses for now. These are really cool, and also the carpet might have some potential as with some redstone contraptions, so I'm excited for that too. But I guess that's about it for 13W16A. Thanks for watching.